Sometimes a car is way more than just a car. This is one of those times. It's a story that's all about a father-son bond, a lifelong passion for muscle, and how that legacy got forged into a 485 horsepower beast that's honestly as much art as it is pure intimidation. All right, let's dive right in. This quote from the builder Tony Gonzalez, it pretty much says it all. For him, the sound of a V8 isn't just noise, it's in his blood. It's a legacy handed down from his dad and the whole car club scene he grew up in. And here she is, the canvas for this whole incredible project, a 2019 Dodge Charger RT. Now, that's a powerful car right off the lot, but Tony was about to turn it into something else entirely. Something, legendary. So, how in the world did this car get such a unique personality? Well, to get that, we've got to go back to the beginning. Back to a story that starts with family and the rumble of from good old-fashioned American muscle. See, Tony's connection to cars runs deep. This isn't just some weekend hobby for him. The guy is the vice president of the Royal Rebels Muscle Club out in Arizona. So this build is more than just a project. It's really a tribute to a lifetime of being around these amazing machines, a legacy that his dad started. Okay, now let's talk about that name, the Bully. This was never about just bolting on a few parts. No, this was about creating a character, an automotive alter ego with a seriously menacing presence. Tony didn't want anything subtle here. He wanted something literal, something that just screamed sinister and aggressive. The vision was totally clear. Turn this Charger into a rampaging bull ready to charge right down the street. And the commitment to this theme is just incredible. We're talking custom-made aluminum teeth, a bull nose ring in the grille, and yeah, even horns on the body. But it doesn't stop there. He took the theme inside too with a faux fur bull interior. He even built a bullpen display for car shows. I mean, come on, that is dedication. Of course, with a name like the Bully and a look this aggressive, you absolutely need the power to back it up. And let me tell you, this Charger delivers. Big time. This is where things get really serious. The stock 345 Hemi engine is already a beast, putting out 385 horses. But Tony and the team took that and cranked it all the way up to a mind-blowing 485 horses. That is a huge, huge jump in power. Just think about that for a second. A 100 horsepower gain. That's the kind of power you don't just feel in your seat. That's the kind of power you hear echoing down the block. And it all came from a super carefully selected list of performance parts, all working together just right. So how'd they do it? Well, this build sheet gives us a pretty good idea. There's a custom cold air intake to help that engine breathe, a Borla exhaust to give it that signature roar. He dropped it 3.5 inches for that aggressive stance, and that massive 70-inch wing, not just for show. And for that final kick, yeah, there are 2 100-shot nitrous bottles hidden away in the trunk. When you pour this much passion, creativity, and raw power into a project, people are going to take notice. And in the car show world, the Bully hasn't just been noticed, it's been celebrated. So far, the Bully has taken home an incredible 26 trophies. Now, in the super competitive world of custom car shows, that's a massive achievement. It's a real testament to the build's quality and the sheer force of its unique vision. And among those 26 wins are 3 Best of Show awards. If you're new to the scene, that's the ultimate prize. That means the judges looked at every car at the entire event and decided this was the best one, period. It resonates because it's the complete package. An audacious theme, incredible craftsmanship, and serious power to back it all up. And the accolades don't just end with trophies. The Bully's wild story and just undeniable presence have earned it 3 different magazine covers. That's when you know you've built a true icon. Okay, and this is where the story takes a turn I did not see coming. The Bully has become so iconic that it's now the star of a children's book. A children's book! Seriously, how many custom cars can say that? What an amazing way to share the love of cars with a whole new generation. So, after all the trophies, the magazine covers, and even literary fame, you'd probably think the project is finished, right? Well, for a true builder, the journey is never really over. This quote from Tony really says it all. For him, the Bully is a living, breathing project. It's about constant evolution, always pushing the boundaries, and hopefully inspiring other people in the car community to think outside the box and bring their own wildest ideas to life. And this just proves that for a true enthusiast, the passion never ever dies. Even with a masterpiece like the Bully sitting in his garage, Tony is already looking ahead to the next challenge. And for him, that's the dream of one day owning a Hellcat. The drive just never stops. And that really feels like the perfect place to leave it. Tony's story is just this incredible example of taking a personal vision, one that's rooted in family and community, and building it into a reality. It kind of makes you think, right? If you had the chance, what would your dream build be?